obscure. And when I do this, I'm just like, swoop.
We know such shit. What do I do? Grab 10 of these? Oh.
Turning in your first flip is like signing. Let me know. Okay. Sign. That's streaming. Computer, but it worked last night, so. I must have to go out of the app. I know. I think it always works better if you just like.
It used to be I could get them all on YouTube and prep it ready to roll.
Just have it roll.
And it was,
Maybe just go back up to the. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. Just go back up to the camera. Or, I don't know because it says it's going.
still not.
226. That's what I labeled it. Well, this is for best team name tonight, and this is third place prize. This is trivia. This is trivia just a bit. Hey, it's not too late. You can just play around. Well, that's what you get for having kids.
I'll leave it to you to mess with. Just
okay. I'll try. It says streaming. It says it's doing it. So.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome down to Cranky Sam. We're going to start with trivia here in just a hot mo. If you'd like to join us, this is should be fun. You'll either learn something or learn a lot of things that you realize you just didn't know because they're stupid and trivial. But come on up, you can grab 4 slips and a pen. We're going to get started here in just a couple of minutes.
Please make them easy. They're not. I'll just be honest. I know. 4. So one for each round, 4 rounds. I would personally only get them one at a time because I'd spill beer all over them. But some people use them to take notes. You're also very blonde and beautiful, so it's just natural. It's okay. I won't hold it against you. You'll need it tonight. It's gonna be a little rough. Sorry. No, when you turn in your first slip, that'll be the turn in. You're good. You're all good. That's the stop this. Why must you make this a house of lies? They won't. It's fine. You also we do have a prize for dumbest or silliest teammate. It's really dumb and bad. So you can change. No, this right here. Danielle Steele's changes on VHS.
Can I use one of these?
You know what? No, there's some in here. No, that's okay. I know they put it in the opaque cup. I'm like, these are my like quick scoring pens. I burn through Sharpies like crazy, so I have to also switch them out. I got a crush when you guys get a second. Crush, no rush.
All righty, friends and lovers, this is your last call to come grab some slips to play with you, to play some trivia with us here tonight. Maybe grab 4 slips right now. We're going to start. I'm my friend. Yeah.
Shirt in like seventh or eighth grade. I'm really old, so I doubt it's the same one, but I was like, I love animals, and this has animals on it.
You still have it?
No, I think I might have gotten, maybe it's like its third time back through. I don't know. What's about the size of an event, too?
Alrighty, folks, let's get this shit show on the road. Here's our basics for tonight. If it's your first time down here, it's been a while. Check out those screens. We'll have 4 rounds of 10 questions tonight. Each question point. Also, if you look on your answer sheet at the top right there, there's a star and a question mark. Circle that star, that will double your total points for that round. One of the 4 rounds, use it wisely. We don't do any repeats, so please take notes. I'll give you a countdown before we move on. A couple of minutes at the end of every round for you to get your answers going. Prizes tonight, first place, the $30 drink card. Second place, $20. Third place, the surprise prize, which tonight is just like, I don't quite know what to say, but this person that seems to be experiencing homelessness with a really big forehead. I don't know why, but it would look really great in your house, I'm sure. I can't quite read what's on the bottom, but I guarantee it's not worth a single dollar. We also have a even dumber prize for best team name. So if you come up with a stupid name that makes me chuckle, you'll get an even stupider prize than that. We only have 4 rules, so please follow them. No cell phones out during rounds at all, please. We also have a team limit of 6 people. If you have more than 6, you can still play, but you can't win. To mark it at the top of your first page, just write more than 6. Please keep your answers quiet. Don't shout out anything, whether it's true or false. And most importantly, never relax. This is just trivia. By definition, none of this stuff is vital. So, with all that being said, make sure your team name is at the top. And we are going to dive right into our first round. I'm leaving next week to Puerto Rico. And before you think that sounds great, I'm like literally taking red flights and like trying to get in there. So it's not like fancy at all. But I figured we should ask some questions about our lovely little. What are they? Exactly. We'll talk about this as we go. Let's move on to question 1, Puerto Rico. Question number 1: which one of these is Puerto Rico? Give me the letter. Sorry. I'm folks thinking about 10 more seconds. So it might be kind of hard. You'll have 2 minutes at the end, but we'll be moving on in 10 seconds. Number 2 in our Puerto Rico round, skilled farmers and navigators. The first peoples of Puerto Rico, known by what name, were the principal inhabitants of the Greater Antilles until the early 16th century. That includes Cuba, Bahamas, Hispaniola, all of them. What were the original peoples of that Greater Antilles area of the Caribbean? 10 seconds. Take some notes if you need to. was discovered during Columbus. Question number 4 in our Puerto Rican round. Question about the first governor of Puerto Rico. Here it is. But with the colors, white areas are the same, but the white or the red and blue are switched. And 10 more seconds. We're moving on to question number 6. A mix of white rum, coconut cream, and pineapple juice originated in San Juan, Puerto Rico. All the alcoholics are like, oh, what's this? Question number 7. One of the Ricky Martin originally gave fame as part of what all Puerto Rican boy band? Name that band. And seconds. Radio telescope in the world has observed about 50 miles from San Juan collapsed in 2020 because Megan went there and it fell apart.
What do you call it, though? Write it down. I've been there. I just can't remember the name.
10 seconds. Kind of a hard question. Puerto Rico has 3 of only 5 ecosystems in the world. Described with what alliterative term? Curves the inlet, which the concentration of certain things, water to flow this curve. Term for that. 5 official ones in the world. This is my first time going down. And
I've seen it a lot of different places, but I've never been to like that concentration.
finally, let's move on to question number 10. It's a rumba, mambo, and jazz. What style of Latin popular music was incubated, if not created, in Puerto Rico and Cuba? Name that style of music. And seconds. Like that, my friends, round number 1 is done. You have 10 minutes from right now to check over your answers and turn your switch upside down in front of the computer, please. Your 2 minutes start now.
What? What did you do? It's almost like just not having funding for decades to support it. Kind of. Yeah. 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 They built it all in the first place. I'm a particular nerd about that. Plus, like, contact is my baby. So good question. Oh, sorry. Very nice. Very nice. So, right answers going down. So now I'm just gonna turn it upside down there. Now push out your back, okay? Perfect. Thank you.
All right, folks, you have about 30 seconds left. Get all your slips turned in, face down in front of the computer. I'll dive in with scoring these while you kick back and relax. It's weird to see you in the light. And I'll just be honest, we're all a lot sexier when it's kind of dim and dark at this point of the day.
Don't mind that at all. No, you're good. Thank you for pointing it out, though. I'm a turd, but not that much of a turd, right?
And last call for all slip sleeves. Last call, get them up. As I dive into this mess, just for everybody, we're actually changing the times. 30. That's going to start on April 15th. Nice though, get a little bit more light. We'll get some of these non-players out of here before we dive in. That's going to happen on April 15th.
Maybe that's got more than 5, right? I'm guessing. Thanks for marking it clearly at the top of your first sheet. Kids these days. Yeah. What? Stop. Okay, first time, don't worry about it. Thank you, though. It's okay. Oh, you know, you need to explain to her if I'm not being sassy, that means I'm mad. If I'm talking trash, I couldn't give a flying fart. Don't worry about it, baby. It's part of my charm. Do we want to call it charm? Right?
Just last weekend. No, last week.
So I'm in, I'm going to be gone, and my friend was like, he's a little kind of shaggy and sticky. And I was like, can you clean him up and trim him down? They were like, sure, got him back.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
I was like, if you feel like you need to shave him down, please don't. Call me, let me know.
Yeah.
I walked back into that, and I was like, I think you traded my dog out for some shitty, scrawny little turd. And he's so confused. He's like, why do I? What? Are you? What? Introduce you. So full of shit when I hear. All right, friends, thank you so much for your patience. We have 22 teams down here tonight. A fairly light night per usual. So, also, if you struggled hard with that round, you are absolutely not alone. If this is your first time down at my trivia, sorry, not sorry. Um, I tried to make anybody feel dumb. It's just like, it's okay. I'm going to ask you some basic stuff. I just think that's silly. Hypothetically, could be people. Let's check those answers out on round number one. Puerto Rico is just as Dominican Republic. Española. Jamaica. These native folks who put up that area for at least like 600 years before we got the Taino people. Taino. Actually connected all the way down to the arrow. You can put those are the folks that were on the mainland in Colombia, but please feel like you kind of did good. So, 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. When did he sail it again? Literally the next year. They were like, oh my God, give him a bunch of money, let's send it over. And that's when the genocide really began. Thanks, Columbus. This conquistador not only could have but discovered, explored Florida, and named Florida for a place of flowers, was the first governor of Puerto Rico. His name is Ponce de Leon. Juan Ponce de Leon. I had a couple other Ponce de laws, which I love, but they weren't correct. Puerto Rico's flag was actually the only other Spanish territory still left in Cuba. I spent 20 minutes trying to find one that the reds and blues matched. Yes. Was it worth the time? No. Certainly, yes. But either way.
You always do.
People got. Ish thing.
and it was quite well known at the time. So check out that look. I'd say sexy, but it makes a little trepidatious. This telescope was featured in like a James Bond movie and the movie Contact. Again, it's also huge for not near Earth, but like close up. Really, really cool thing. Unfortunately, it did kind of fall apart in 2020. That's called the Arecibo El Radar as well. More of a literary reference than anything else. The big bowl is still there, though. It's pretty cool. I assume it is. So, looking for the alliterative term that means two words that start with the same letter, looking for bioluminescent bay. I described a bay and I described bioluminescence. I need you to give me a bioluminescent bay. Looking for? This one, I will be honest, was a lot of you worked way too hard on this. I did look up a few of the other musical styles you put down. I was like, they were influenced by a lot more than just Puerto Rico and Cuba. You went too hard. It was just salsa, good old salsa music and everything else. So, please. Again, if you had kind of a rough go with that, do not feel bad. That's why we have 3 other rounds to come up. Let's check your score, see how you did. I will warn you, we had one team that repeated their names. Probably you. Megan. I haven't seen Megan since high school, really, so I get to make fun of her. So there are 2 Quizzly Bears. You should know if you're the Quizzly Bear that only got 2 or the Quizzly Bear that only got 5. The Quizzly Bear that only got 5 is named Quizzly Bear 2, Back in the Habit. Doing a love throw to old Sister Act. The other Quizzly Bears really do get to be Quizzly Bear number 1 together. Also, only one team marked the Wicked that they have more than 6 people. If you forgot to mark that down, please mark it on your next sheet. Oh, actually, I lied. There's 2018. Never mind. I didn't count right. So here we go at the top of the list, though. In first place is Salt Spring, things with 8 points. Hillbilly Effigy and What's Your Signal both tied for second/third with 7 points. And I will say very easily, my favorite name of the week, just really need to step it up. You have a whole week to think about it. Is Hillbilly Effigy. Where's Hillbilly Effigy team? Nothing burns like an effigy. Come on up and get it. You guys are receiving his on VHS. Single mother with 2 girls, Madeline Aldrich. Didn't know she'd find love across the country. Could their love survive? You'll find out if you own a VHS player. I told you it was really stupid. All right. Let's all right, shake it off. We're all good. That was a rough round for a lot of you. Round number 2, make sure your team name is at the top. Round number 2, go random round. 10 random questions for you. With that being said, let's dive into round number 2, question number 1. In mythology, where are fallen Norse warriors sent to go after death? By the way, I'm going to try to be nice to you in this round because that first one was rough. Make sure to keep your guesses quiet. And seconds. Oh, actually, I lied. This might be a rough round 2. Good luck. Question number 2. 20th century clarinetist and bandleader Benny Goodman was known as the King of what?
Quiet, please. I can hear you. You're not supposed to shout out anything. Number 3, what's a small European country? Belgium. What do we call that little bugger? It's just a little guy. It's question number 4 and random, moving right along. What science deals with the motion of projectiles? And it's not punctuology. Hey-oh! No, nothing. Nothing. This is such a ticket. I'm so sorry. The U.S. Constitution is broken up into how many articles with most containing multiple sections? It's the Constitution. Are they in the original Constitution? That's only the most important document in the last 400 years. I like your shirt too. 10 seconds. Give this thing time. Work past it for a second. Just a second. I love it. I appreciate it. Question number 6. The George Bernard play Pygmalion was the inspiration for what Broadway musical about British social classes? How's it going? I have anything sunny here at all. I got a microphone for no reason.
Sarah, you're on it.
Idaho on purpose? No. Go on. No. Go on. Oh, that's so much better.
And it's actually just way worse. Right.
Question number 7. Released this last year in 2024, what is the highest grossing, this is worldwide, what is the highest grossing R-rated film of all time? It's not Beauty and the Beast After Hours. like in the top 10 of like any movie. It did do well in the States. People overseas hated it. Yeah, I know. I was surprised. Stuff fun to learn, right? 10 seconds. My French. I don't speak French, but stretching from the Conseil auquel to the Arc de Triomphe. Oh. What's the most famous avenue in Paris? Gay Paris. Oh, real quick, Bill, before we move on to spelling, it does not matter here, especially French spelling, but it does need to be phonetically correct enough. Moving on to question number 9. The 2023 memoir titled Fear was written by whom? Because it's trivia, please be moderately specific, but I don't need too many details. And seconds, oh, less than 10, actually like 5. Take some notes. And finally, question number 10, I'm going to do one sports ball question per night down here. You have to run if you hit a home run. From home back to home, how many feet is that? No sports ball. Thank you, darling. All right, 10 seconds, folks. We're gonna bring in Puerto Rico. I'm like, this is not what I swear to God, we're doing around the And that, my friends, is going to do it for round number 2. Your 2 minutes to check over your answers and turn in your slip starts now. Don't forget, you can star one round and one round only to double your points. Use it wisely.
We got 1 minute down, 1 minute to go.
Better, right? No, we did okay. But better than the first one anyway, right? Come on. Oh well, then maybe this is this. You guys did well in the first one. I can't
think we
speak
might have
to
got
it.
six again.
Ah,
Please, last only about 10 seconds.
points off. Oh, I'll just take it right here. Thank you.
Or hand it to you. I didn't hear you.
Minus 10. Go fuck yourself. There's nothing going on. You're okay. That's good.
All right, that's it. On Thursdays, Fridays, or Saturdays. Got a late night happy hour down here from 8 p.m. to close, be around 9:30 or 10. Come down for a couple hours, get some delightfully discounted, delicious Cranky Sam beer and well drinks. Which a $5 microbrew downtown is like unheard of now. So again, if you're out and about Thursday, Fridays, or Saturdays, keep us in mind. Even though I don't officially work here.
No judgment, I swear. It's trivia, don't worry about it. But, this doesn't involve you guys. Don't worry about it. And I got a number of Grizzly Bears. Come on up, please. Grizzly Bears. It's okay. My bad not figuring it out earlier. Hi, are you a Grizzly Bear?
Yes, sorry for the unoriginal
No,
name.
that's okay. Did you guys do well the first round, or did we just get two?
We just got two.
But then did you do well on this one? Is this you guys?
Starred the second round, yeah.
Okay, great.
Oh, so we did get 5 the first round? This is us.
I don't think so. Okay, so I think what happened is they've actually been to Puerto Rico a lot, so they did well the first round.
Yeah, we did
You
not.
guys did well the second round. So you guys, just to be clear, are just the Grizzly Bears.
Yes, sir.
So hey, Megan. Hey, Megan, can you guys just put 2 on your next one? Thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
No,
No.
it isn't.
No, it's absolutely
Better
fine.
next
I
time.
just want to make sure I know you guys are getting your loves.
Thank you.
As much loves as you need. Oh, it's the hazy. It's the Pacific Crush. It's quite nice. Yeah, they'll give you a sample if you want to try it. Ask Joe there. Joe can get you a sample. Crush.
Alrighty, crew, again, thank you for your patience. That's about 280 answers I get to check every round. Much better round for a lot of you, and a lot of you use your stars. So let's see how it played out for you. In mythology, fallen Norse gods, warriors specifically, during war as Valhalla. Valhalla. Old Benny Goodman was known as the King of... No, it was the King of Swing. King of Swing. Actually, there's so many tiny little countries. I'm surprised how many of you knew that that little one is Luxembourg. Das ist Luxembourg, y'all. All right, on this one, a lot of people said physics. And I'm like, oh, no, honey, we need to be a little more specific. All the way down to the motion of projectiles specifically is called ballistics. You've watched SVU a few times. You know they deal with ballistics. Come on now. The seminal document that forms our entire government, only about half of you or less, actually 5 to 7 articles. It's very nondescript too. Did I read through the entire Constitution preparing for this night? Yes. Does it make me feel more proud of my country? No, God, no, 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 no. George Read's about Pygmalion about British social classes was the basis for My Fair Lady. A lot of you guys got this next one. I was surprised. It's also, I think, now in the top 10 most grossing films ever is Deadpool and Wolverine. Which, even as a hardcore Marvel fan, I will tell you, was fun, but a huge wet pile of garbage as well. That major avenue in Paris between the that's the Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées. It's that. Or something like it. If you wrote anything near that, I gave it to you. Because French is silly and he uses too many letters. The book Spare 2 years ago was written by Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. Harry was not good enough. Prince Harry was fine. Prince Harry of Sussex, even better, but a little too much. Just take a breather there, baby. Just breathe in, breathe out, go home. And how many feet do you have to run a home run? It's one of the weird things that I know, that there are 90 feet between each base. So if you're going a full home run, that is 360 feet. Was my brother a professional baseball player? Yes. Was I forced to watch all of his games as a child? Yes. Did we ever go to plays or fun things? No. Did we only go to... Oh, I didn't do this right. Hold on. Don't look at the screen quite yet here. We did, in this round, though, we did have our first goose egg, which is nothing wrong with the goose egg. We also had our first 10 of the night, so appreciate that. Here we go. We have a new team member as well. I'm very sweaty. Sorry, it'll take 2 seconds to pop up here. There she blows, in order from top to bottom. First goose egg, drinking and thinking. Keep it up, sweethearts. We love you. And even though they're kind of in the middle of the pack right now, the Houthi PC small group got 10 out of 10 that round. Those are the ones you want to star, my friends, in future reference. If the score is highlighted, it means it's starred, as you might have guessed, since it's over 10. And hypothetically, you're not as dumb as you look, sound, or act. Means here we are at the top of the pile with Hillbilly Effigy moving on up to first place with 25 points. Right on their tail, though, tied for second/third is Wicked Dix. And what's your signal, bro? 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 I don't know. How do you identify? Is it bra or bro? All right, folks, let's move on to round number 3. This will be a photo round, so make sure you can see one of these pretty clearly. I'm talking about state of the art. I'm going to show you a piece of art. I need you to tell me who the painter is. Here's the deal. These aren't necessarily the most famous paintings of people, but I didn't go obscure with artists in general, and I also didn't go obscure. Like, if you know their style, you should be able to see it in here. You can probably tell that from the first one, which I hope most of you get. Team name at the top. Let's dive right in. Question number 1. Who painted this? In general, if you'd like to put down last names as only, that's fine for me. 4 seconds. Make your guess. It's hard to take notes. Well, number 2, name the artist. Artist. And seconds. Number 4, name the well-known artist. Take your guesses or take some notes if you can. We still have 2 minutes at the end. 5, name the artist. And the second period in general last name are 5. Moving on to question number 6. It feels like 94. Not the image, the fact it took so long to load. And 7. 10 seconds. You know, number 8, name the artist. Last name is 5. 10 seconds. Like you're like number 9, and name the artist. It's the old lady at the far right. I'm like, oh my God, that literally is my conservative aunt from Arizona. This is what she'd like to do to me for having naked relations with men.
Part of my charm. Part of my charm.
10 seconds. And finally, question number 10, name the artist.
Yes, please.
10 seconds.
Right.
All right, folks, thank you. And that's going to do it for round 3. Remember, you can only score one more round after this, so use your stars wisely. Your 2 minutes to turn in your flip start. Now, get it while it's hot, you sexy bitches. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. All foots need to be turned in upside down in front of the computer in 1 minute, please.
Not that we're talking about things. Steve. Oh, great. Also, I realized you can't win anyway. So you apparently don't know how to turn in your sheets. So yeah.
Get all those foots up here, please.
Like, nice.
Folks, the kitchen is open for about 4 minutes. If you need to get some grub, get your orders in now or soon, if you don't mind. All righty, Frank. You'll do a pretty darn good job on this one since it's a good score. A few hiccups here and there, but that's just pretty natural. No worries there. His most famous painting, but that is Salvador Dali. You can tell because it's weird. Future reference, if you ever have to decide between Manet and Monet, which were both impressionists, Monet was way more squishy with his shit. Manet was more specific. So this is a good old classic Monet, that clap Monet. What if you did miss this one? It's called The Lady with the Ermine. I don't know, Ermine, if you will. I don't think you've ever heard of this guy. It's just Leonardo da Vinci. He was pulling that shit out like centuries before other people had any kind of realistic painting at all. Plus, I think that lady is both weird and she'd be great at a party. Like, what do you have in your hand? She's like, oh, just my Herman. I just walk around with it. This Rembrandt, literally Rembrandt painting Rembrandt, is one of his many famous self-portraits. You might know this artist a little bit better from how people mock it, having like Elvis and like people sitting in a cafe, but that's Edward Hopper. Hopper. Best known for the Kiss, same style though, which I think is pretty sexy. That's Gustav Klimt. Ja, das stimmt. Tschüss. Weirdly, a lot of you guys knew this one, the only modern person I can pull up. And by the way, I did try to include more women in this, and I was like, actively never heard of that classical painting female. So I'm just mocking the art world more than I'm mocking anything else. Just because you can't paint because of your pillowy parts, they all look like vaginas.
Okay, you're right.
Plus, I did have a whole Georgia O'Keeffe round a couple of years ago. So, this is what we do. Kind of came out, kind of inspired like 80s, 90s kind of crap. His name is Keith Haring. Keith Haring. And this guy, I picked this because it's such a dramatic painting, but he's mostly known for his like hardcore use of chiaroscuro, which I think is how it's pronounced, the mix of light and shadow. That's Caravaggio. Caravaggio. And I'm telling you, that bitch on the far right looks exactly like my creepy aunt. Not even joking. How she looked when I introduced her to my boyfriend. And last but not least, quite a few guessed Kahlo. Not bad, super close actually, but actually talking about her husband Diego Rivera. Rivera. So let's check the scores, see how your team did on that round. Again, as you've noticed, I really do try to mix it up as much as possible. So it's hypothetically come being fun, or at least a good chunk of us. I don't really know. Her name isn't recognized. No. I looked through a ton of female artists. I was like, that's beautiful. That's amazing. That technique for that era was amazing. But nobody's ever heard of any of their names. Yeah. She's pretty dead, yeah. Yeah. There's so many talented, amazing gals, but they're just not in the common vernacular. Like, even if you don't know art much, you've at least, I think, heard the term. You've heard the term, like, Caravaggio. Well, that's because your uterus keeps wandering around your body.
I know. They can't figure it out.
Just like hysteria.
Oh, yeah. It should be granted as though there was not more than 6 people because I'm the only fucking one who answered any one of those.
That's not my problem. That is the problem with you picking a big, dumb team. So the top, we now have a hot little sexy tie up here at the top. What's Your Signal and Hillbilly Effigy tied for 31 points. In third place is Wicked Kids. But because they have too many folks, Grizzly Bears beat OG, not the number 2, is right there in fourth place / third place, depending on prizes. It gets complicated. We won't discuss it. But we got one more round of trivia here for you folks. And thank you all so much for coming down. I spent a good 10 to 12 hours on these questions and slides because and some people are like, oh, you're the hard guy, right? I'm like, I just respect you. And I know that dumb, weird little thing is you're dumb and weird. So. If you were like, where's our pop culture one you asked? Here we go, ish. This round, these are famous Susan, Suzanne, or Suze. And I'll give you a quick description of this human creature person. And you just have to name them again. All of them are named Susan, Suzanne, Susan.
Queer World, the hard one.
No, it's big, gay, awkward Uncle Reed with the back hair. Thanks for asking.
So this should be pretty straightforward for you all. But again, always don't take it too early. It's all human creatures. And since the last round was all men, I'll just tell you these are all women. Question number one: what actor played David Weiss in 1975's Rocky Horror Picture Show? Phonetically correct. Sports coach on the TV show Glee. Name that character first. We know her first name is some kind of Sue. What's the last name?
Biggest forehead is.
10 seconds.
Way too large, right? That's really like a birth defect or something, right? Yeah.
That's the best place within 15 of Mexico, or excuse me, Idaho. Same thing. Moving on to question number three. The frumpy looking and with love, Susan Boyle went viral after appearing on Britain's Got Talent in 2009, where she sang what song from Les Miserables? Ten seconds. Well, this is for a few of our gray bushes, I hope, maybe. Known as daytime's leading lady, what actor played Erica Kane on ABC soap opera for over 40 years? Remember the category. Question number five. Susan Pavensey is the main character in what children's fantasy series? Name that series from this two. Actually, just to be a dick, since it's the last round, name the series, what the whole group of books is called. You can't just name the first one, which I'd usually give you. To name a series. Moving on to six, Suzanne Mubarak was the first lady of one country for 20 years until her husband, Hosni Mubarak, was deposed during the 2011 Arab Spring. Name that country that Suzanne Mubarak was the first lady for with her husband Hosni for 20 years. I know it's brown countries, we don't really pay attention, but
I mean, they're not even white.
10 seconds. Dive into some music, Susan here. What folk-inspired singer-songwriter is known for her hits like Luca, No Deep Thrill, and Pony Diner, which she both wrote and then started the biggest version of. Remember the category. 10 seconds. Here we are, question number 8 in our student round. The Marvel character Dr. Susan Storm is known by what superhero name? You're welcome, nerds. I take that with love. I'm definitely part of your team. Music and quiet enough to popcorn in here. I can hear your hamster wheels turning. 10 seconds. I think y'all just need to inject some WD-40. I can hear the squeaking from here. Question number 9. A little weird, but here we go. What 70s musical sitcom starred two Susans as sisters? With Susan Day playing Lori and Suzanne Crumb as Tracy. Name the TV show, 70s musical sitcom. I have our last question get a little real here, but formerly the co-chair of Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign, who is the current White House chief of staff? No, it's not just vital to the functioning of our government. Name that. Here's a hint. It's either a Susan or a Suzanne or a Sue.
I don't know, yeah.
Bald I try to help you out. He's sexy. I do it. And remember, if you haven't used your skill or automatically star you. If you want to bring up your pens, you're on the bank. Please don't steal our pens. That's what banks are for. For stealing your money and selling your personal information. 2 minutes starts now. Good. To be easy for folks. That was great. It's okay. By definition, it's trivial. Yeah. Information. Don't feel bad. Folks, a minute's already gone. I have a question. As your big gay Uncle Reed, are you struggling with the shoes or do you have an ankle injury? Or a bit of both? Okay. You know what it's just like, literally the coolest version of all. Could have been like terrible shoe choices. I've ever been it. But this is my third time out in them, and I'm like, they hurt you every time you keep wearing them? Yeah, because they are awesome shoes.
And I do that sometimes. It's not today.
Oh, yeah, obviously. No, it's okay. All right, good luck.
I'm very excited for your Puerto Rico trip.
I am too.
Are you going to do the Bio Bay tour?
We're actually going to be there on a new moon out on the island being. No, that's when it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
There's no moon at all night.
New moon. Okay,
Yeah. And on the island of Vieques, which.
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Okay, and I haven't been there at all.
So-
I've been to 52 fucking countries. I've never been to essentially America South.
There's a restaurant on the island of Vieques called the Gayakan.
Write it down for me,
Okay,
please.
well,
Please, God. Yeah, take one and go.
And any other
Anything else about Vieques in particular?
Okay, yeah.
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm excited, but also I'm like, I was just in Dominican Republic like 2 months ago, but my friend realized her passport had expired
Oh, so you're
while we were planning.
passport.
So I was like, she was like, Hawaii, you know, it's like, oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. We're actually stopping for a long night in Vegas, then San Juan, in and out, and then we're doing 3 days in New York on the way back. So it's gonna be like crazy, chill. No, we're at 8 days now. Okay, please, I'd love it. Like, why does he give us all this dead time when we're just here for trivia? Because I at least hope that you brought down a fun team of people you'd actually like to chat with for a bit. I can have helpers. They give you a little 10-minute chat time in between. That seems like, I don't know. You don't like it. I'm sorry you hate your friends. I'm gonna have a person from Roller Pups, come up, please. Roller Pups. A little bit of a question for you. Roller Pups, can you please come up? Do you know what your last answer was supposed to be? Because it looks like something, but it could be something else.
I said Susan White. We didn't answer it right.
Yeah, I assumed it was like it's Miles. So I couldn't tell if that was like a weird part of the E with an L or
Thank
not.
you.
Okay. We got it at the end. If you could have got it, I wanted you to have it. Right? Like, I'm fighting for you bitches up here, right? Okay.
Like through the last name.
I'm terrible with names and dates and everything else, and that's all I ask people because I'm a fucking dick. Random fun fact, though, folks, if you've never been down to our bingo, our average prize is about like $475 for a single bingo win. We max out at the 600 quite often. So that's on Tuesdays, starting at 7 o'clock up until mid-April, then 7:30. It ain't your grandma's fucking bingo. She'd be like, I could buy a car and a house with this. Again, all the times the bingo and trivia will change to 7:30
Started just a couple weeks, so please be aware of that.
Thank you. Can I get one more, please? It's a crush. What's the easiest thing for him that I can afford?
Probably the island plate.
Okay, yeah, if you can do the island plate. Fucking chicken thighs. God damn it. It'll be fine. I missed it last night. We were so understaffed and everybody's so panicky.
It's hard for us to remember.
No, it's okay. I should pay attention. Sure.
They probably do a little bit. Whatever.
Island plate's better. The last few mocos I got were so raw that I'm kind of freaked out now and I'm not interested. It was like literally just raw meat with like a slightly brown cover. Twice in a row, and I was like, yeah. Now this is weeks ago, and it was mentioned to Hunter, and Hunter's addressed it. Apparently, everything's fine, but it's like I'm weak sauce about that shit, to be honest.
Alrighty, folks, thanks again for your patience. I do really try not to F up your scoring at all, so it does take me a few seconds to get all that together with hundreds of answers. Thank you for your patience. Let's see how your team did on our so-soothing round.
Did I get another beer? Did I lose it?
Damn it, Janet. Could she sing? No. Can she act? Kind of. Susan Sarandon. That's our Sue for that round. That cynical antagonist in Glee. That was Sue Sylvester. Sue Sylvester. Train, time gone by. Can I tell you that she looked not so frumpy? Nobody would have been impressed. But for some reason, we're surprised that people that don't fit our traditional idea of beauty can be talented as well. Fuck you, modern ideas about, I don't know, looks and everything, says the bald guy. Susan Lucci. Susan Lucci was that. A lot of you guys, Suzanne Summers, I love you. But Susan Lucci, it became a huge thing when she did a daytime. Oh, and then they were like, Susan didn't get nominated this year. It was like, drama. Susan Pavensi, along with her three siblings, that's a Chronicles of Narnia. It's one of them. She was Susan the Kind, I think, or something stupid. Hosni Mubarak was the president for a long time in Egypt.
Did I get a beer from you? Okay, all right, it's okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Honestly, I'm really terrible at musicians' names in particular. A lot of you guys got this lovely gal. She's been performed for 40 years and is pretty baller. That's Suzanne Vega. Suzanne Vega, if she was south of the border. A lot of y'all guessed the name Storm, which is fine. Like she's gonna. They've made movies of these guys, but they're all terrible. Part of the Fantastic Four, that's Invisible Woman, is Dr. Storm.
Sorry for being a bitch.
No. I accepted it. You're busy. I didn't want to even.
If you think 70s musical sitcom, again, for the gray hairs out there, that's the Partridge Family.
The curtains match the drinks. Doubt it.
And I'll be honest, I think only 2 people got this last one. I'm not saying that that's like bad, but I am saying it's concerning. If you're a political wolf like me that frankly just watches West Wing over and over and over again, to believe that a government might kind of work, you know how important the House Chief of Staff is. That's Susan Wiles. Wiles. How would I even know that? She's just actually handling thousands of things that will affect my life specifically. Final plea before I get to final scores, guys. I promise I'm not taking some cool. Again, I'm taking red eye flights. We've got like 14-hour layovers. Just get down there. We're in a hostel. We're hoping just to camp along the beach. But if you'd like to buy Uncle Reed a drink somewhere, boy, would he appreciate it. Well, let's pop it over and let's check your final scores. I didn't even see if we needed time for it. I apologize. But here we are up at the top. We have quite a bit of attrition tonight, which is kind of weird, but that's okay. We will need a tiebreaker. If you are tied for third, I need you to send up a teammate now. Once we get to the actual thing. Because in first place, Fall Spring getting 40 out of 50. They're going to get that $30 credit card, which Mike, I'm sure, already has ready. And the $20 credit card is going to go to Hillbilly Entity. But what's your signal and who is the small group? I need you guys to pick up grab a piece of paper for the thing that you can't break. He's been through so much in his life. And again, if you enjoyed that free entertainment tonight, don't mind tossing a couple bucks. I'd appreciate it.
What's your signal? Put your name on the top. Yeah. I'll ask you guys a tiebreaker. And you guys go back to your table for it. Okay. All right.
He'll be the guys.
Oh, you all can talk to the bar guys. Yep. Yep. Congratulations. Good work. Don't get me wrong. Just for a chunk of it, it took us so long to get down there to afford it. So we had like 2 nights in Vegas at like cheap ass hotels. We got like 6 days there, and then we have to go back through Manhattan. And I'm still trying to find some friends that I have from way back in the day to like host us.
You're gonna need a vacation from your vacation.
But honestly, like, I love Missoula, and this spring has been beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of fun to have a challenge, right?
All right, here's our tiebreaker question for third place. Who's going to take home this? I'm going to call him a hobo, but without any judgment. He's just clearly a hobo who might have some kind of problem. How much did Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi sell for at Christie's in 2017, making it the most expensive painting ever sold at auction?
I appreciate it. My friend Petey's here, and she's going to be amazing. She's actually way more charming and nicer and more pleasant than me. I'm just going to write her questions, though. So, yeah.
Again, this is the Salvator Mundi by Da Vinci.
Yeah. Let me tell you, in case you want to change it. Oh, no, in case you want to change it, just whoever closest up or down.
Oh, okay.
It's just,
And again, it's just whoever's closest to the thing. You can be above it or below it.
I thought I did.
oh, great. Oh, sorry, I thought you did like $1 because you thought
No.
All righty. Hoopty PC small group gets 400 million. Oh, and the other team gets 40.1 million. That should be easy to do the math on. Da Vinci's Salvator Mundi sold for 450 million. The price of a current house in the rattlesnake right now, which means that the Hoopty PC small group is going to be taking home this. I mean, God, just
Wonderful fellow.
can you do me a favor? Look up what disease causes something to have that shape. Because I think it'll make the whole painting more interesting. Also, at the bottom, there is like some shit. It's from somewhere. So, good luck, have fun. Everybody, thank you so much for coming down. Don't forget about Thursday, Friday, Saturday, late night happy hour starting at 8 o'clock, which is not late. Down here for $5 drinks. We got industry night on Mondays. We got all sorts of stuff. Thanks for coming down to Cranky. We're down here every week. I will be gone for the next week, but I will be back the week after, so don't stress. And my friend Petey will be down here. She's amazing. You're going to like her so much more than me. You're going to wish I would just get kidnapped by FARC or something, which FARC isn't even in Puerto Rico. Don't be weird about that. We're going to thank you very so much. Congratulations to our winners. Have a great night.
Thank you. I know I hate to push it, especially in this, like, everybody asks for tips, and I'm like, I spend a lot of time in the bar, doesn't pay me much, and I really appreciate it. I promise all of it goes straight to alcohol and something on the beach. Thank you. Yeah, fuck those waitresses.
Yeah. You better not get kidnapped. Who am I going to heckle?
Just your list.
Two things to do is go to the Block Hotel.
Okay.
They have a really awesome rooftop bar, like
Love that.
amazing
Love that.
drinks.
Yep.
And then the Gayakan restaurant. It looks like it's got this like hand painted sign on like it just looks shitty, but it's so good. It's like $24 and they do these massive plates of rice and beans and whatever the catch of the day is.
Okay. I love that.
It's so good. And if you decide to, I forget the Jeep rental, because you can't take your own rental car
Right, we're
over.
going to leave ours in the little, we're actually renting one for a chunk of it, and then we're going to try to get Jack back.
But if you want,
And that's just my
there's
friend.
Jeep rentals on the island, and if you go off, you can go to these off-roads.
Yeah.
You get full swaths of beaches to yourself.
Yeah. Because
Like-
you're the only one that can get up and over that little rise.
Yeah. Or just,
Yeah.
the
We're only
rest-
there, I think we're only there 2 full days and 3 nights.
okay.
And so I'm guessing we're mostly just going to lounge. Because we got like 3 days. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's still being on Vieques because it's the least popular of the two little islands.
Like,
There's
Calibra,
Calibra,
yeah.
and Vieques. Vieques is way less
Yeah.
popular, and so
And
you
we're staying, I think, like a 8-minute walk from the from the ferry.
Yeah.
Trying to leave the car that we're getting over there. She had some kind of crazy deal. She could get like a rental car for like $10 a day.
Oh, perfect.
And she's
Yeah.
like, when would I ever rent a car? I live in America. And I'm like, what if we go to like pseudo America? And she was like, there's an Avis down there. And I'm like, I bet there is, because it's kind of America, but it's kind of not. That's awesome. Thank you so much. No,
Enjoy
this
it all. I love PR.
we'll try to, actually, I don't think I have your contact, but I'll show you a picture from the rooftop bar after we get there.
You
Can I show you something more disturbing though? Are you guys heading out?
Yes.
I need to show you something really disturbing.
Yes.
Promise us.
But you're both going to be very yeah, so straight in the cut, you can just keep working on busting tables and wiping tables, and you can also just get on that little checklist back. Thank you. Emily, you're not going to flip any chairs. Yeah, don't do it. So just work on that checklist and you'll find it. That's something. What a skinny boy he is. He is.
Literally dropped him off, and I was like, hey, do you find this humanity you don't get to shoot it down? Please don't. Please stop and tell me. I'm staying for the whole 3 hours, whatever. Please do not shave him down. Bone!
Here in this hot weather. He's going to be happy for it. Missy sheds like crazy.
I think I grew him. She just shed.
I can. Great.
Amiga, what's up?
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Can I tell you, people have used that for their trivia names many times, and I respect it. Dude, it's just they keep it up there in that little frame.
Also, all those are little bottles and stuff they found. There's also like great stuff. I saw they did great.
Opium bottles they found in particular.
I don't know where you guys are from. Los Angeles has a long, but its history is really impactful. Like this. I just 3 blocks away was where like ladies were walking parasols. Fancy. Yeah. Well, a ladies' boarding house. And I haven't even brought up the gal that owned like 11 more houses in town. Used to blow people up on dynamite who were trying to compete with her. Don't fuck with this. Don't fuck with a short Irish woman. She will fuck you up. Say it. It's not racism. It's like history. Yeah. No, the tours are really fun. I don't know who's running them right now. Uh, yeah, but they're actually really great because you start down at Terrace Park. It's usually going in the summer, but they should start them up again. Then we pay like $12 plus. Thing with just 2 hours of guiding up to 20 people. And my 2 hours takes 2.5, and I'm just fascinated by all the dumb little things. And like, yeah, and I was like, you guys are just similar to Western history, though, right? Yeah. Is there a fun one there? Yeah. Yeah. We need to wear seatbelts and buses. Like you just leave all our precious children, we should just dump in a bus and some God knows who would. Yeah. Wait, where's this in Colorado? Oh, like downtown Denver. Okay.
Is the main thing, and they have the Brown Palace Hotel, and that's where all the rich guys stay. But I'm mean.
Was where all the rich guys' lady friends stay. Yeah.
It's still open, and they do food for that and a brothel.
Yeah. So they're like 10 square blocks over this side were all connected by the same steam pipes from one big central place. So there's still tunnels through.
And you get to go down to the basement of a couple of the hotels and stuff here. And one of them, like specifically, like John Wayne was staying at this old hotel that was very fancy, and he wanted to go check out the Missoula Mercantile, which was the biggest business west of the Mississippi for like 20 years. Was in Missoula, and of all places, right? So he wanted to go check out the store, but he didn't want to walk across the street because it was such a big deal. So they sent him through the steam tunnels, and you can still connect. A lot of the steam tunnels are pseudo connected. We never had a proper underground, but so many of the businesses used to have like you go down a set of stairs along the sidewalk to get to a lower place. They eventually covered the sidewalks over it, but there's still like old barber shops around in places that people are just like using for basic storage. But you're like, this is a 1926 barber shop that you're just stuffing old boxes in, like. And I harass people like all crazy because I used to work in one of the buildings up here on the corner, and that was kind of one of the big hubs where all the pipes went different ways. There's a Mexican restaurant, and that's where they like kind of set up the like butchering area and stuff. And it was like dark and weird and kind of gross, but then like there's all these like boarded up, or maybe has like just some fact about this way up, and then just dark. This connects everything. They used to put in these beautiful, they were clear glass at the time, but they put in all these panels in the sidewalks to light up those areas that were down there. Well, then they slowly turned purple all the time because they were just shitty quality glass. And so I think they've officially taken them all out now, but it's the same. Maybe because I was born and raised here, and maybe because I'm a bit of I get sticky fingers sometimes. But I knew they were redoing one of the alleys that was pulled out. This healthy, chunky care. It was a story. So Mary J. Glenn, and she owned a building across here. For Missoula, it's interesting architecture. It's not what's going on to though. When she died, she owned 4 houses up and down the valley. And she was the one that used to EMT people when they fucked with her, right? She requested one thing. She's buried out in the Missoula Cemetery, and the train tracks go by. So the train tracks run this way, and it's like east to west, or east to west, I guess. She requested, can I be faced south so that I can face the railroad track? That was in her will. She's the only headstone that faces that way, so she could wave hi to the boys if they came into town. She knew how to work a job. Madam, a madam you do not mess with. People are like, there weren't strong women in town. I'm like, oh, bitch, nobody fucking time. Oh, God, you're so crazy. One more quick story. When he died, he'd been in a homosexual relationship with a former prize fighter named Charles Love. And they made him live out on the islands of the American River. Because by that time, they'd been shutting down Chinatown, and only weirdos like brown people and different or whatever. They have to go live in a different spot. So when he died, he was out there. Charles Love. It's like, we're talking like crazy Sam, drug out a little bit. Charles Love, like 6'4", former prize fighter. He became a fuck yeah. Like, ladies would go to a party and somebody be like, oh my God, Bertha, your hair looks amazing. She'd be like, oh, thank you. Now, if she was good friends, she'd be like, make a huge love. And at the time, so properly so wrong, but he ripped their shit up into like the coolest new styles that this came from like everything in Montana was 5 years late back in those days, right? So he was doing modern styles on them that they didn't even know. So the Sassy Gay Black Band, so what I love about this place is that they were going to name it like the Stables or something. This is actually the oldest stone wall. When they redid it, by the way, they took out all the beams because they were rotting, but they reused it all to line all of this stuff, which costs 3 times more than just buying new stuff. They really want to respect the space. But they have in rotation, they have one called the Sea Love. The Sea Love number 3, the Charles Love number 3, the same after like Cranky Sam's like awkward, beautiful, like prize fighting hairdo guy. That's like it makes me happy to work here.
because they actually give a shit here. The sea loved. The sea loved because it was Charles Love. And apparently nobody would even, like, people would like look if he was walking by, they'd be like, "Oh my God, he's too tough." Then he'd be like, "Oh, really? Oh, gotta fix it." Like, spritzing and spraying and flipping it, and some guy would just walk out with like some bulbous blue font. Just at least in Montana, he probably introduced it. I can tell this man's trying to go, so I won't stop telling you fun stories. But thanks for listening. Yeah. And if I'm ever in downtown Denver, I'll look for that fun tour.
Yes. Guys, drunks had a train track. So they would push them in a car. Yeah.
You load it up to go underneath the thing because they were off the horse and to get it back to a fancy hotel. They'd wake up super hungover, can't remember how they got home, and they're like, weird imagining of a whole car I was shoved in, but it can't be me. Yes. I love that shit. I love that shit. Man. Give me Grecian history any day. Like, let me wander around Rome and appreciate like deep history. This weird raw Western history, though, I'm like, it's so silly and ridiculous. And I love it. You guys have a great night. Thanks for coming down. Oh God! And again, anytime you get a chance just to read a few of the little plaques and stuff, they're all kind of interesting to me, but I'm a nerd about it. But yeah. She's unsinkable. And she actually was really good friends with Calamity Jane, who actually lived in southwestern Montana. So I've actually stayed in her house overnight because it's now considered like a kind of a ghost town. Like nobody, it's not like a thing, but I do somebody that had the key. Like it's all laid out. Just make the bed when you leave. We don't care if you stay there. And I was like, okay. Did I sleep well? No, because was it really creepy and creaky? Yes. Do I believe in ghosts in general? No. Did I have a super creepy night there? Yes. But that's a whole different story, right? There you go. Stanley. The Stanley. That's the one that's got all the trouble. I also used to do historical ghost tours around my campus in the university area here. It's one of the first things I did, and I helped them write it. And I'm not a ghost kind of person. So, but I was like, this is what people say. Ooh.